Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Cruz said he wanted another crack at Gervonta Tank Davis. Devin Haney jumps in on social media. You know, he said he wanted a crack to become a world title versus Tank Davis, so he could take the world title back to so he can take it back to Mexico. Haney jumped in and said, who are he talking about? Basically talking about the wrong guy, because Gervonta Davis is not a world champion or a title. He is a secondary title holder, you know. And I remember when Lucas Matisse had won that title versus old boy at 147, and he took it back to Argentina and they had a parade. We was like, you know, what they celebrating? That ain't no real title, right? What happened in that? But what you got to understand this too about boxing. It's more dick riders in boxing than anything at this point. Trust me. If Devin Haney had the secondary belt, if you change the names, if Devin Haney had the secondary belt, you know what they would be saying? Oh, it ain't no real title. What he calling out Haney for? Haney an email champion, a secondary chain smoking champion, all this type of stuff. But when it fit a narrative, when it fits a particular narrative, they gonna try to change the reality. The reality is Tank Davis is not a champion. And if you want to dive deeper into the reality, he only, in my opinion, he only won, and I say opinion, one belt. And that was versus Jose Pedraza. And once again, I was explaining to somebody yesterday that Jose Pedraza barely beat Egner Cherry for the belt. I remember watching that fight on Showtime. He didn't even win that fight. Let's be real. You know, he didn't even win that fight. And don't forget, Tank Davis said Floyd Mayweather was trying to set him up versus Pedraza. Just being real, dude. So if you change the names, like I said, I ain't got a problem with nobody. Believe what you want to believe. And I'm totally fine with it, but we not changing the facts. We can change opinions. We can wait till opinions become facts. But one thing we can't do is change the facts. And the fact is that Gervonta Tank Davis is not a champion. The fact is Cruz should get the same reaction if he beat Tank somehow, some way, which I think Tank can beat everybody. Not saying I would favor him to beat everybody. In my opinion, that would be Shakur and Stevenson. Anybody below 40, I'd take a Shakur over. In my opinion. All right? And he should get the same reaction Matisse did when we was laughing at him. I kind of miss my old boxing buddies. Kind of like when social media boxing, internet boxing was kind of in its infancy. It's infantry. This is what this shit is. I remember the real start real quick. I remember I was in college and I came back home and I was washing dishes at this senior citizen home, right? And this dude was about to get married in joint, right? So he about to get married and he was going into the military to do something else. And the girl broke it off with him, right? I think like at the last minute, I don't know, but they was engaged, about to get married. She broke it off with him. He said, you know what? I guess I'll go frontline infantry now. Nobody cares. You know, and I end up like quitting or whatever, or something happened. I forgot. I ended up quitting, the long story short. And what's so funny, the ladies that worked there loved me, but the guys, they was getting on my fucking nerves. There wasn't too many of them though, but the chefs was cool. Real cool. And my friend was like, you know what? You should have told that nigga that's why that bitch don't want to marry you. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. You know, white people turn around, go postal and, you know, club everything that's moving in that hole, even if I'm there or not there. So that was funny as hell, dog. And I'm like, damn. I was obviously like, damn, like, dog, for real. But nonetheless, dog, like, no, man, we ain't popularizing no secondary belts. The WBA trying to kill them. Take Tank belt. mandate Haney after this, and if Haney don't jump in or Tank don't jump in with Haney, then we already know, what it is. So, of course, your aim is Gervonta. If we gonna just do all in-house fights, I don't care. I'm 100% fine with that. Because at this point, if we get all these good in-house fights that we want to see, I'm fine. You ain't don't have to work with each other. And that's the reality of it. And I'm fine with it. But when y'all depriving the fans of great in-house fights, for what? And they got this clip with people playing with Crawford said, well, I understand building it up and, building the fight up. He said, see, Crawford said he didn't want to fight. He don't want to fight. He said, I understand. He said, I get it. And get the fight as big as possible as it can be. That's fine. Two things can be true. He can still want to whoop Earl Spence's ass, and he can still wait for the fight to get built up. That's fine. Two things can be true. And, but two things can't be true. Eastside Cruz, if he won a world title, he got to be Haney at 135 pounds. That's just the fact of the matter it is. Y'all be glorifying sucker shit, and y'all don't have no morals in boxing, dude. And if y'all don't have morals in a niche sport in boxing, imagine how you would do your people in the street. Some of y'all niggas, put a bag in y'all mama head just to get their insurance check. So if you out here, buffooning, cooning, or you don't have no morals and no standards in these boxing streets, I can just imagine what you like in real life, bruh. And a lot of some other YouTubers like me, dude, I'm not showing my ass and I'm not capping for none of these companies. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. And if some of my favorite fighters, you gotta call a spade a spade. That means that people don't sub to the channel. You know what? I made my peace with that a very long time ago, way before YouTube. Real talk, I made my peace with that. Look here, man, I can't just, when I'm at work, that's different though. And sometimes, they make you, get in real character and work. Not out of character, they make you get in character. It's like dating a girl, you kicking it with a dude, if you girl, whatever you got going on, After a while, the true color show. When you smack out, for both, the true color show. So it's the same thing everywhere. I'm not, man. I'm just gonna be me. I'm not gonna be policed outside of the rules of YouTube or the guidelines of YouTube. I'm not gonna be policed, dude. And that's why I like to work alone for the most part. You ain't gotta worry about stepping on nobody's feelings. I ain't returning. I mean, I've been on here long enough, man. I've been on here for 10 years, dude. Even before I started this channel, people gotta remember. And one thing I figured out, bro, if I believe it, I believe it. I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong or nothing, but you're not gonna police with my boxing opinion if you're a subscriber or not. You don't like what I'm saying? Don't even watch it, dude. Don't even watch it. I feel you. I appreciate you for being a viewer. Don't even watch it. But facts are the facts. People say, well, Gervonta can beat everybody. Well, the fact of the matter is he ain't trying to beat everybody. And I believe that to be so too. But people get enamored with power. And the kid got much more than power, but one thing they don't have is the thirst to be great or the will to be great. When you young like that, you supposed to be tearing these niggas down, building your resume so you can pick and choose by the time you almost 30. Just being real talk. Real talk, real spill. Trying to get over. Real spill. So, like I continue to say, dude, he ain't no real world champion. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not recognizing no secondary title. And Floyd can say whatever you want to say and spin it, because if Tank was on top, he'd be spinning it like I'm spinning it for Haney. Well, ain't no spinning. You be telling it how it is. They complain about Bob Arum, and these dudes became the same thing Bob Arum is. Changing the narrative. Creating narratives. And you see the trickle-down effect on YouTube. One thing, anybody know anything about anybody that watched boxing at least 20 years now, we can't debate the quality of boxing has gone down. And it correlates with the the rising to power of Al Heyman. Now, could that be a coincidence? Yeah, but it ain't a coincidence. And it ain't all Al Heyman fault neither. So I will say that. I was a fan at first, but you know what? I give a hell if these fighters eating, or they eating good, or they getting paid, or, man, dude, just give me the fights, bro. When you get the big fights, everybody subject matter becomes more diverse. Okay? Everybody, it's better when this lady got a big old booty, right? I see that shit from like 5 miles away. And she got the nerve to have all white on. Real talk. But everybody speaking points become diverse. And you notice when they have a big fight, man, after the fight or right before the fight, everybody channel doing numbers. The next morning, Monday after that. You know? And people just say, this is just great fights that we know. We not. Terrible fights, but that is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We'll live drop video. Financial and support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree link in the description. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and plenty other places in the link tree. Peace.